How we doing, guys? My name is Sam Kim, Master Club Fitter here at our Scottsdale True Spec studio. I'm joined today with Grayson Allen. What are we doing today?
Looking at some new irons. Got fitted for these a while ago when I didn't have much of a swing to show for it, so now that I'm getting a little better, I want to get something a little bit more dialed in.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we'll hit some different head and shaft combos. We'll talk about loft, lie, length, all the small details, and we'll get you dialed in. Let's go to the bay and hit some shots.
Let's do it.
All right, Grayson, we're gonna start with the TaylorMade P790. So as we roll through these, we're gonna hit a bunch of different ones. I want you to pay attention to the way it looks and the way it feels.
Okay.
If I give you anything that you don't like the way it looks, you don't like the way it feels, I always tell people you're the one who's gotta go play golf with them, not me, right? So you have to like the way they look, you have to like the way they feel. I'll worry about the numbers. And ideally, the one you like the look and feel of best is the one that gives us the best numbers. What's typically the miss for you with an iron? Is it more left or more right?
Typically more left. Typically it's a pull or overdraw.
Okay. What about a good one? What does a good one look like for you?
A good one is pretty straight with a slight draw.
Falls a little to the left?
Yeah, falls a little bit.
How about ball flight when you hit an iron? You hit it typically higher or lower to your eye?
Usually low.
Low?
Yeah.
Do you have issues holding greens? Like when you hit irons into greens, they stay on the green or you see them roll?
Typically roll out a good bit. Usually pretty low with a pretty big divot.
Okay.
Oh, it felt nice.
We'll go one more there. How's the weight of that feel? Feel okay?
Yeah, it feels heavier, but I like it.
Okay, good. What do you think about feel of that iron? Any better than yours? About the same?
Yeah, it feels a little firmer.
Okay.
I guess would be the.
Yeah, that's fair.
The ball feels hard coming off of it.
What about look? Like when you put that down behind the ball, does that look different than yours?
Yeah, is it smaller?
It's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Is that scary or is that okay?
It's a little scary, but.
Okay. So you like the way yours look?
I don't think I mean, it's the only thing I've ever hit.
Fair. All right, next up we're gonna hit the Miura 602. Okay. And so the idea here, Grayson, is we're gonna hit all these club heads with the same shaft. Once we figure out what club head you hit best, then we can play around with some different shafts.
Okay.
And then along the way, we'll talk about the length, the loft, the lie, kind of bag setup, what you need, what you don't need, and go from there. So there's two big things that stand out to me with your set now. One of them being you come in quite a bit toe down when you hit an iron. So I'd imagine when you hit an iron on the course, you see those divots, a little probably deeper toe side. So we definitely need to make a lie angle adjustment for you. I also think the other thing is I think the shafts you're in now are probably not quite stiff enough for the club head speed you have.
Okay.
So we are gonna hit some different shafts and you'll probably have some different feels. And for sure it's understanding that it's gonna take some getting used to, whatever we get you into.
Yeah.
But my goal is gonna be to set you up for the most success, and then from there you go play golf and continue with lessons, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's the miss.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, good. So understanding for you, when you hit that ball, the face is just closed at impact is really
it. Toe gets there first.
Exactly, and so the goal is gonna be to find you something that kind of straightens you out a little bit. And so like that's the shot you hit where you see really low spin, because when you shut that face down, you deal off the golf club, and now it's super low with not enough spin.
Yeah.
Whereas like those good ones you were hitting earlier, proper spin, proper height, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. It's good to see the miss, because that's part of the game. There you go. That's nice. How's feel here?
I like the feel of this one.
Feel better than the first one?
Yeah.
Good.
I like the look a little bit better too.
Yeah, good. I'd imagine they're probably still a little bit smaller than what you have now, but maybe not as much. I think we can find that sweet spot, because I think for you, with the amount of golf you're playing, we can give you something you grow into a little bit, right?
Yeah.
How often are you playing golf, Grayson?
Like right now, off season, like 3 times a week.
Dang, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I started last summer, and then I started this summer at like a 22 handicap.
Yeah.
And over the last 3 weeks, I've gotten down to 15.
That's awesome. That's sweet.
Like I've finally gotten some good rounds in.
Yeah, there you go.
I got 80s replacing 105s.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
That's great right there, man. That's really good. How'd that one feel?
That felt good.
I love that. That's awesome. Definitely better than the first one. Bring that one back. So that's the Miura iron. It's gonna be a good one for you. I'd tell you too, probably like from a feel standpoint, it's not gonna get too much better than that. But like, so like from a numbers standpoint, I'll walk you through it at the end. But like that turned over one spins in like the 3000s or 4000s like you've seen. But like that, a proper small little fade spinning in the low 5000s at 110 feet in the air, that ball is now allowed to get up in the air, stay on the green, and then hold the green, right?
Yep.
I tell people, especially here in Arizona, just because the courses that we get to play out here are firm and fast, you have to hit it high, or you have to spin it, or a little bit of both. So my goal for you would be to give you something like that last shot that goes high and it spins.
Yep.
Right? You have plenty of speed. Your distance doesn't need to be an issue for you. We need you to get it to the green and have it stay on there.
Yeah.
All right, Grayson, that was great. I got two more. This one's gonna be the Srixon ZXi5. Do you see that miss on the course at all or not usually?
Not a lot, no.
Okay. Like consistently it's pulled and left?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's maybe the woods and hybrids.
You'll see more right.
Yeah, I'll see more right, but typically the irons are all left.
Okay. Nice, that was a good ball. How's feel here compared to the last one?
It kind of feels similar.
Okay.
Still maybe better than the first one.
Yeah, good. That's really good. I like that a lot. How's that one feel?
Well, that specific shot felt amazing.
Right, as it should.
That's like the go-to little draw.
Yeah, good. But see, so a good example, and again, we'll get into the numbers, but like, even like that being the best one you hit, no question, that's still really low spin. And so that's what you see outside.
Yeah.
Is you hit a good one, it's mid 4000s a spin with a 6-iron. Height's okay, but then the issue is that ball's hit, carries 203, but then it hits the green, it doesn't stay on the green.
What are we looking for spin with a 6-iron?
So I think for you in here, I'll add a little spin when we move outside, but if I can see, we have to at least get you to the 5s.
Yeah.
But if I can see you in the mid to low 5000s with a 6-iron, I know that ball outside, paired with a good height, is gonna hold that green.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Bring that one back. All right, Grayson, last but not least, I've got the Ping i530. Same thing, the way it looks, the way it feels, that's all up to you. How's feel here?
Feels good.
Better than the last one?
Yeah.
You've hit 4 so far. Do you have a favorite of the 4 that you can remember?
I think the second one.
Okay.
Definitely second or third over the first ones.
Yeah, good. Here, bring that one back. For that being a fade, that was really low spin, so that's not gonna do us any good. Because if you turn that over, it's gonna be even lower than that.
Oh yeah.
Right? So that's a fade. Fade should spin more, because it means you left the face open a little bit. So when I compare that Miura that you hit versus yours, so you picked up 4 miles an hour ball speed, so that means it's coming off the face faster. What that equates to, all else being equal, is gonna be more carry distance, which is great. We're never gonna say no to more distance. Launches at 16, which I think is in a good spot. We just added a little bit of spin. I didn't think you hit your irons too bad. If I look at the spray chart, you had some left, some right. If I look at that Miura that you hit, dispersion was a little bit tighter. Definitely hit it straighter. But I think, like we talked about when you came in, the more spin for you is kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So if we can keep height in a good spot and add some spin, I think we've now set you up to go out and play golf and hold greens, which is gonna be a big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is a big one, this dynamic lie. So if True Spec's gonna build you golf clubs, we have to bend those upright so you don't come in so toe down. That's gonna make your ball fly a lot better. All right, we're gonna make a little shaft change. So started with a Nippon Modus, we're gonna jump to a KBS Tour.
Okay.
I just want you, so club head will not change. I want you to tell me if that feels any different to you.
Okay.
Nope, bring that one back. That's no good. We can't see 4,000 spin and left. That's what you're fighting now. I gotta find you something that's better than that.
Is that one heavier?
It's stiffer. So same weight, but it's stiffer. Sometimes people equate stiffness to weight. This one's gonna be a little bit shorter, so it might feel a little bit different, but this is gonna be the Project X.
Okay.
How does the weight of that feel?
I like the feel of this one better than the other one.
Yeah, than the last one?
Yeah.
I think that first one's still the best one we've seen. All right, so we're gonna stick with this Miura head, the 602, Grayson, and then the Nippon Modus 120X shaft is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Do you wanna do the black heads?
Yeah.
All right, man, that was fun. We hit a bunch of different heads, a bunch of different shafts. So we landed on the Miura IC 602 iron with the Nippon Modus shaft. So the big change was, aside from club head, we changed the weight of the shafts, we changed the flex of the shafts. Definitely got you into something a little heavier, a little stiffer. What do you think?
They felt good. I hit them pretty well. I like the changes we made. I feel like it fits me a little bit better, and I like how these look to give me a little bit of confidence. So.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now you just gotta go play more golf. When you're looking to get fit for your next set of clubs, visit your local True Spec, and we'll see you next time.